Hello everyone, welcome to our social experiment. This experiment was written, directed and performed by Sapna Dio, Khushi Vora, Ishika Chandak, Tanisha Lakshmeshwar and I Prachi Shah. We, the students of NMIMS School of Science, conducted this experiment as a part of our assignment for assessment and social experiment. Our experiment is based on the prosocial behavior helping. There are various factors that influence a behavior. Through this experiment, we try to determine whether gender is one of those variables that affects the people's will to help a person in need. The aim of our experiment is to find out if the subject who has fallen down in a public place will be helped by the strangers around. The hypothesis of our experiment is that females tend to receive more help compared to males in a similar situation. So, without further ado, let's get on with our social experiment and watch our participants fall.
All the participants were debriefed and taken consent of for the social experiment.
Let us now understand what exactly happened in the experiment. So, the hypothesis that we came up with was that the females will be helped more compared to the males. Now, what is the general idea behind helping here? So, helping is a type of prosocial behavior in which one or more individuals act to improve the status or well being of one or more others. Although helping behavior is typically in response to a small request that involves little individual risk, it also incurs some cost to the individual providing it. Through the social experiment that we conducted, we were trying to determine whether a male is helped or a female is helped when he or she falls down in a public place. But as we saw, it was mostly the females who were helped to get up and not the males. Why do you think this happened? So, for centuries, females have always been considered as the weaker gender in the society. Even though, with time, people have evolved from their views, but somewhere it still persists. Males, on the other hand, are always perceived as rigid individuals who can look out for themselves and don't need any sorts of help. Furthermore, it is also believed that females are dependent on males for certain tasks and needs, and the males are expected to fulfill them. So, a female in need is more likely to be helped than males in the very same situation. But what we believe is that one should be helped who is in need, and it should not be limited to women only. Now, we have come up with some general ideas which would help us achieve gender equality in our day to day lives. The first one is sharing the household chores and childcare equally, watching out for signs of domestic violence, and it should not be tolerated by both the males and the females of the family. Well, equal pay should be given to equal work in a work environment. And lastly, sexual harassment and racism should not be tolerated. So, I would like to conclude my part by quoting Gloria Steinem. A gender equal society would be the one where the word gender does not exist and where everyone can be themselves. Thank you, and that was it for the fate of the fallen.